Hey YouTube, we're making a video again.
Yes.
Christopher is functioning as cameraman.
Cameraman.
Hopefully you get some good shots.
Oh,
We've abandoned cameras and we've gone straight to iPhone. Hopefully it won't overheat.
It's 2016, bro. Okay, so this video, this is all about the Makers the Veloz, a collaboration between ourselves and Mr. Ramon Chaves. These are the Makers Choice, bro. Let's get it started.
Okay.
I know everybody wants to see the knives.
What, you mean they don't want to look at me?
Yeah.
Are you coming down to my level?
I got you, bro.
So,
well, let's start it off.
I think it's obligatory for us at this point in time that we do at least one lightsaber themed knife in every Maker's Choice batch.
Hold it still. Hold it still.
Oh, sorry.
Jeez.
But I gotta rotate so you can see all the deets, man.
See, that's nice. All right, that's good.
I would spend hours doing that shit for nothing.
Don't I know?
So, these are the, again, Maker's Choice Veloz. For those of you who don't know what that means, we offer these as pre-orderable from us for every knife run that we're going to do this year. And what they are exactly what they sound like. I set aside 20 of them, and I do whatever strikes me to them.
No, whatever strikes Elliot.
Most of the time, I try and stick to some sort of theme.
Mm-hmm.
So I try and theme knives based on stuff about them, where the design came from, what I was thinking at the time, which is usually frightening.
This knife does not go with the theme at all. This is not a Star Wars theme.
No, it's not a Star Wars theme. But
we just like Star Wars.
We get so many emails about them, so I throw one in there every time. And realistically, I think that we kind of get better and better at it every time we do it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
and also to remind everybody, like all the Maker's Choice, they get boxed up, labels get put on at random, so we don't know where each knife is going.
No clue.
Unless you're a lefty.
Unless you're lefty.
And then in which case, we still don't know which lefty.
Which lefty.
Speaking
this is a lefty. So the theme that I was going for with these, since Ramon is from New Mexico, Ramon is obviously Mexican, Mexican-American. Let's be politically correct.
Display the knife.
So I was going for themes involving New Mexico, deserts, wastelands, and all of the creatures that you find in a desert. And then stuff that is Mexican? So there are some things that have a lot of Mayan and Aztec influence that you'll see later.
What's going on with this one?
Okay. So I've been staring at a lot of reptile pictures. And so it all just kind of crashed together. This is one of the last knives that I did. So it all just kind of crashed together in a weird, funky, peeled away look.
Interesting. I got like cracked earth, deserty. That's what I got from it.
Revealing the opals beneath.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, even
see
better.
what I did there?
And this is what I like about art. It's not always what the artist intends. It's what the viewer sees.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the other lefty.
Oh, look at that. Back-to-back lefties. Oh, I didn't put a picture of this up yet.
It's because I just finished it. Ooh. I don't know. Again, I've been staring at reptiles for weeks now. And so this just sort of came out. There's something in my mind iguana-ish about it.
A little bit. It's kind of what I got.
And then here's the really fun part. So I do all the carve work, and then I hand it off to Chris. And I say, colors.
Sometimes you give me a theme.
I do that.
Sometimes you do. Well, there's other times when it's not even colors. You just kind of grunt at me.
Yes.
Ooh.
This one was the surprise out of the group.
That was definitely the sleeper.
Right, I was going for something kind of simple and aerospace-y / alien-y because Roswell is in New Mexico. And when it was just came off of the mill, I I was like, I don't know. It seems a little basic. And then I gave it to Christopher, and he did this with the black and then toxic green, and I went, oh crap, son, you've done it. It was like, the damn. So this one is probably my favorite.
I like that one. Yeah. As soon as I saw that, I was like, this needs toxic green.
Well,
I'm a big fan.
All the Chaves knives, all the Velozes are gonna have this 6-shooter thumb stud.
Copper.
Kappa.
The best.
I figured it'd be fun. Moving right along. Ooh. Bricks. So, I was thinking Alamo. Turns out there's not really a wall at the Alamo that looks like that.
No, not really.
No.
No.
But you get the idea. There's lots of bricks in New Mexico. It's a bricky kind of place.
It's a bricky kind of place.
Yeah, man. Bricks and stucco. That's what's up. Midwest or Southwest. Yeah. That was pretty cool.
I like the way that one turned out.
Christopher, how many different finish operations do you have to do to achieve that look?
Oh, hold on.
I can see at least 3 in there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm looking at about 8 or 9. Once you really get through it, in terms of blasting, coating, tumbling, removing selectively where I want stuff, annoing, doing that again, giving a different color over top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Simple stuff. He's good.
What's this one? Ooh,
Yeah.
I really like the way that one came out.
So do I. I mean,
Surprised me a little bit.
so when I was doing the car work on this, I envisioned like shades of green and yellow, and then handed it off to Christopher.
And so all along this time, I was looking at pictures of lizards and reptiles and desert stuff as well. And there are some kind of colorful ones. I went with it.
I liked it. That rainbow, bro. What's this one? Oh. I mean, granted, there are spiders almost everywhere. So it's not 100% specific to deserts or New Mexico, but I haven't done a spider web ever, so I wanted to do a spider web. And we happen to have a stencil for a spider, so I put stencil on spider, stenciled spider. Smith is bad.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, this one actually took a lot longer to carve than I thought it would.
Mm-hmm. It's all in the details, man. Oh, yeah, this one.
If I'm really being honest, this was like reptile meets a little bit of Geiger. A little bit.
I knew what was going on here.
A little Geiger eye. Well, you can't shake it out. I mean, it's always in my head.
You can always shake it out.
Oh, okay.
You said it.
I did.
Next.
Moving right along. All right. This one is 100% Mayan. They're actually, well, my attempt at copying Mayan symbols.
Well, they were carving into stone, and you're carving into titanium.
True that.
Yeah, a little different.
This one was kind of fun, though.
definitely something very different than what you normally do.
This is also a fun example of like really like what we do at Ferrum Forge. So parts of this knife were made with a CNC. Parts of this knife were made out of manual. Parts of this knife are hand carved. It's got a little bit of everything in it.
A little bit.
Yeah. Well, it's what we do around here. We're into making the knives that we want to make, and doing it however we have to make it as efficient and hopefully as good a knife as it can possibly be. I'm not gonna lie, I went all kinds of Geiger on this one.
And I went all sorts crazy with colors and things. So you want to talk about steps to get all that color in there? Oh yeah. Yeah, I like that one.
She cute, bro. She cute.
She cute.
Ooh, Snakealicious. I wish I could describe to you how long it took to do this top section. I had this idea that I was going to do these like segmented triangular sections like a diamondback rattlesnake, and after I'd gone about an inch, I went, "Whoa, this is going to take forever." This one probably took me a half a day. And the carve work in here is not particularly deep. It's all fairly shallow, but it just takes forever to make all those little shapes.
Really bitty shapes.
Yeah, and I'm cutting those in with a 1/32 inch ball end mill. That's really small, people.
It's like a 32nd of an inch.
Yeah, man.
Uh-huh.
It's teeny tiny. Most rulers don't even have that.
Whoa.
So I've been staring at a lot of Mayan and Aztec stuff, and so both of those cultures like to slip in organic subject matter into kind of geometric shapes. So I was going for a little bit of geometric shaping with a certain organic look, and it came out like that.
Yeah. I like that one too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't want to say I was going for crocodile because there aren't a lot of crocodiles or alligators in New Mexico, but I was definitely going for large lizard.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Crocodiles are kind of like really big lizards.
Yeah, man.
Kinda. That's lizardy.
And since I don't do a ton of like animal patterning and textures, these were all learning experiences to figure out how to carve some of these things and make them look as non-cartoonish as possible.
That's the trick.
That is the trick. Making it not look like a cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Another one on my Los Alamos Laboratories theme. Slightly alien-y.
Toxic green.
Toxic.
I love it.
And I would say this is the knife that showed me that it's time to get a new manual mill.
There's only some superlatives that were flown about.
Just cutting the groove. Trying to get that out. I would say this one was the bane of our existence.
Yeah.
Ooh, toughie.
That one got refinished like 4 or 5 times.
So I was going for desert tortoise. Desert tortoises have very three-dimensional scales in terms of the little segments of scale on each of their little their
very
shells.
layered.
Yeah.
Like
So
they
it's-
actually have lines in them.
It's challenging to A, figure out how to carve it, B, figure out how to color it, get appropriate depth. Yeah. That was fun. I think it was this one and the spider web actually took me the longest.
That one took me a while. Well,
Here they are.
so for those of you who've been counting, you'd realize that there's only 15 Maker's Choice on these ones. And that was due to, well, a whole bunch of things. But, yeah, we had to cut it off at 15. It's unfortunate, but stay tuned, because that means there's going to be a lot more at dealers.
A lot more.
A lot more. So, I know there's still, Blade HQ has some, or not.
I don't know.
I don't know. Nowpack and Knife Center.
Pretty much.
That's where they're going. So, in case you're curious,
Keys.
Blade HQ, Knife Center, and Nowpack will have
That's
them.
where they all are.
Mm-hmm.
All of them.
So, any last thoughts? Any messages for the peeps?
Christopher and I are going to be working our little tushies off for the next 2 weeks to get all the rest.
10 years?
Well, there's that too. The next 2 weeks to get all of the Velozes out to dealers.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
For 200 knives?
Well, it's not 200 knives anymore. It's only 190.
Right. Only 190.
Okay, so if we do 10 a day, which is our
We'll say
low end.
2 to 3 weeks.
I think we're gonna crush it. I mean, we're coming off of fitting SM100 blades, right, which were a bear to fit. So in case anyone was wondering, so normally, once we have parts in the shop, it takes us about 4 weeks to make a run of 200,
Mm-hmm.
plus or minus a couple of days. The SM100 Stingers, which we only made 100 of, took us 7 weeks to make. Yeah, almost
They were-
double for half the knives. It was it was not easy.
No, they definitely took a lot longer for everything.
Everything took longer.
Every single process.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
So, roughly, 10 days. Plus, as soon as we have all the prep work done for any given component, right? Then you can fall back and we can both assemble.
Oh, I already got plans, bro.
And we slip into our usual rhythm. It's our rhythm, bro. We do
It's
some
the
part
rhythm
prep
of the knives.
while I'm building some
Oh,
stuff,
sorry.
and then once I've got a bunch built, then I go sharpen them, and then you come in and you start building stuff, and then I sharpen those,
And then they ship them.
and then we do the shipping. The rhythm. It's our business cycle. Yeah, that's how it works. It's just that easy.
Yeah, we make the knives and ship them.
Yeah,
Screw them together and ship them.
yeah. It's that simple.
Yeah.
Nothing ever goes wrong.
Oh,
What?
I did want to. Here, hold this.
Am I supposed to keep looking at me?
If you want to.
Speaking of that, how's my oven doing?
I don't know. I was gonna do a little comparison of raw parts versus the Maker's Choice.
Oh.
So that we can, see which one this is.
Yeah, because they just come off the machine and you just put them together.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's that easy. Nothing has to be adjusted at all.
Never.
There's no extra finish work involved. None whatsoever. Does this one have an insert in it?
I put one in,
Oh wow, look at you.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Look, I mean, like, we still see it on the internet, don't we? We still see it on Instagram and stuff where people are still can't wrap their minds around that it's 2016. And there are better ways to do things than completely by hand. If that's what you want. There are some guys that love doing every process by hand. I used to be that way.
No, I was never that way.
That's true. You're one of those millennials. Oh wait, so am I.
No, bro, I'm efficient. Or lazy. I don't know how you go.
Is there a difference? I'm not sure. One has better PR.
You're right. Point.
So after we finish the Veloz, and probably sometime next week, I'm gonna open a pre-order for it. Will be the Archbishop. I actually have my prototype. My official prototype blade for the Archbishop is in the heat treat ovens right now. I've been a little behind on prototyping. I have an old prototype.
You talking? I'm listening.
Where you going?
I'm listening.
You want to look at the old prototype?
I want to look at the old. Since we're talking about them.
All right. They don't mean anything without a blade in them.
Just showing it off. Why not?
Okay.
I think they look cool.
I think
You wanna show
the
the old
contouring
prototype?
one is my favorite.
Well, maybe we should.
I mean, it's here somewhere. I think. Maybe.
It's not. Isn't it in your prototype case?
It's not in my prototype case.
It's.
Is it under this bunch of clothing that probably doesn't need to be here? What? Oh, there it is.
Finded it.
Finded it, I did. So that was the original prototype, and I made that. Hold on, I wrote on when I made it. In February of last year. So it's been a while. It's been a while. It's been in my mind for a while. So I redesigned it a bit.
Just tweaked it a little.
Yeah, I took some of the chunkiness out of the handle. I didn't really change the blade that much. I changed the opening hole a little bit so it's more shapely to the blade. I changed the flipper tab as well.
I like that blade shape, man.
It's a really useful blade shape.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty excited. I like this knife. This particular prototype was in my pocket for a long time.
Yep. It was in my pocket for a long time, too.
I believe it was only unseated from my pants from the Les George prototype. Oh crap, I better ask him what we're gonna name this thing. Still have a name for it. It doesn't really look like that anymore.
That's why it's a prototype.
Design revisions were made. Yeah, opening hole. Improvements were made.
I'm glad you improved the opening hole.
So that's a fun knife.
That's a fun knife.
Fun knife. So I'm probably gonna put up. I gotta go in and edit our website in a minute, and I'll put up CAD renders for these guys so you can see what they look like for reals, at least in a computer.
For real.
And then hopefully by tomorrow, the next day, I'll have the real prototype made. Gotta grind that bad boy.
The Proto B.
Oh, Proto B. Yes,
Yes.
Proto B.
Yes. The Protop.
The Protop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we'll put that guy together. I'm probably gonna actually use that scale. I like that scale.
You're really, really excited about this one.
I like
can
that
tell.
scale.
It's gonna be cool. I mean, you can't really see what's going on. I'm excited to finish that.
Well, there's gonna be a lot more of these like subtle contoured areas on knives. The more proficient I get in CAD, the more I play around, the more stuff I want to do, and we're gonna try more things. That's what it's all about, really. It's trying new things.
Yeah. We do that all the time. Hey, wonder what this would look like. Wonder if this will work.
Because I know that, right, I could make every knife just a plain... Hey, stop! Are we looking at me, or are we looking at Hannah? Yeah, yep. Bring it back. Hannah's not the star of the show.
But your boobs are flabby and hairy. Those aren't.
True. So I know that I could just make plain gray turd knives until the cows come home. I know this, and I could build my company around that. But that's so boring.
It's so boring.
So boring. We don't want to do it. So they're always going to be like plain gray turd knives that we make because people like them. There are people that buy them. So I give the people what they want. But we're also going to do things like make some interesting stuff. As much as we can, actually.
And colors.
And colors. We like colors.
Mm-hmm.
Was there anything else that we were going to talk about? Because we always say, next time we make a video.
Yeah, but you know, it's much longer than we always anticipate in between videos.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Do we want to discuss engineering at all?
Do you want to discuss engineering?
I don't know.
I'll take that as a no.
I can go briefly. Briefly.
Can you?
Yeah.
Can you?
I can work briefly.
All right, because we're at 27 minutes right now.
Okay. So, in my mind,
Oh boy.
engineering.
Hold on. I need to be into a more comfortable position. Go on. I'm listening.
So, engineering is finding the simplest solution to fit as many parameters as possible. So instead of building complexity, we work towards simplicity. Because simplicity is more efficient, simplicity tends not to break, and when simplicity does break, it's simple to fix. And so everything that we do from an engineering standpoint is designed to be that way. It doesn't always appear that way because we got a bunch of parts and stuff in a knife, but realistically, by adding extra components where we need them, like a lock insert, the rolling detent, bearings, it enables us to have as much component ability as possible, even though we make vastly different knives every run. And so, everything that we do in a knife is pretty well thought out, and not just,
Everything that we do in a knife is thought out.
yeah,
There's nothing that's arbitrary or random on it. Everything has a purpose.
sometimes that purpose is just to look cool, but from an engineering standpoint, it's done with extreme purpose behind it. And as we move more and more toward more efficient methods of doing things, it's something that I always try to maintain. Because there are ways to do things that if I build more complex things in order to achieve the things that I want, but they fail my engineering goal, which is to create as much simplicity as possible, fulfill as many parameters as possible with simple solutions. I thought the steel insert was a pretty simple solution years ago when I started doing it. Right? What was a major problem with frame locks, especially titanium frame locks? They develop lock rod over time. Happens. You can't beat physics. 6.4 titanium is softer than any blade steel we use.
Yeah.
Happens. And now, steel inserts are getting to be fairly commonplace, which is nice. It's good to see. Lots of other companies went, That just makes sense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for real.
for real.
Uh-huh. Got anything else you want to talk about? Or you want to sign it off? We've had some knives, we've had some laughs, we've had some engineering babble.
No, I'm good. Alright, YouTube. Thanks for watching. We'll see you later. Maybe.
Dun dun dun. We're out.